I'm Maya Andreasen. Today we're going to talk about issues you might have in UV sets and how you can fix those issues fairly quickly. So right now I have a model open. It's a model of a pomegranate that was scanned. So it's a 3D scan of an actual fruit. And I have the high poly here, which we can see. And those are the UVs for the high poly. And I'm going to make it invisible again. And then this is the low poly. And when I deselect it, we can see the textures. And when I select it, we see these are the UVs for my for my low poly pomegranate. So I retopped it and this is what I got. And then I laid out the UVs. So if you go to the UV editing tab, or workspace, which is over here on the top right hand corner of your Maya work space, and you click on it, you will see that you have the UV Toolkit. And at the very bottom of the UV Toolkit is UV sets. Now sometimes it's all the way down here, so it's hard to see. So you can move it up. There's a little dotted bar right here, and it allows you to move it up or down. So I'm moving it up a bit. And it's usually twirled up. I'm going to twirl it down. And so we have the object selected, and we see here that we have UV sets here. We have two UV sets. Now I exported this model from an app as an FBX, a 3D photogrammetry scanning app as an FBX. And I have found that occasionally when that happens, instead of exporting it as an OBJ, I can get these issues. And these issues are that another UV set is created. So if I click on this map here, you'll see that the UVs are completely different and incorrect. The ST right here, these are the correct UVs. So if this UV was over the ST UV, and I exported the FBX, whatever is at the top here, that is the UVs that other programs are going to read. So Substance, you might have issues in Substance because of it. Unreal, you might have issues in Unreal because of it. Even though you laid out your UVs correctly, it's reading whatever the UVs are that are at the top of the UV set. So how do we change that? It's pretty easy. You literally middle mouse. You should be able to middle mouse drag. I think I'm going to have to move it down. Right here. So I right mouse press, and you can move down. If I right mouse press again, I can move it down. It changes occasionally. It used to be you could drag it in different ways, but just right mouse press on the UV set that you want to move, and then you move it down. And that'll put the UVs that need to be in that top layer there. It's pretty difficult, I found, to just delete UV sets, even in this mode, but you can more easily move them. Now when I export this model as an FBX and I bring it into Unreal or I bring it into Substance, it should appear properly in those programs, or the UVs rather, and the texture should appear properly in those programs. I hope this was a helpful tutorial. I'm Maya Andreasen, and until next time, bye-bye.